Yes, my advice out there is that there is power in showing up. There is power in asking questions, and there is power in doing your best even when no one is watching. Because whatever you do today, the smallest thing it is, could be the foundation of your professional reputation. And yeah, I guess for me, it's just let your work speak for you.
My tip is to discipline yourself financially. Try to write down your goals. Have a vision, make it visible to everyone, boast about it, talk about it to everyone, so that everyone can check you, can try to find out, did you achieve what you talked about? How's your goal now? Then you can be proud about it, If you are not proud about it, you're not talking about it, you're not boasting, you're not showing off about it, then that goal won't be achieved. You might feel skeptical, you might feel indecisive, you might feel like you might not make it, but I'm telling you, make sure it's out there. Make sure everybody knows so that everybody can ask you about it. Write it down so that you can remind yourself every day. This is what you want to achieve, and you can achieve that goal. Thank you.
I would say go in with an open mind, but also be open to networking. I think these programs are a great way of networking across and horizontally with your peers, so that when you leave the program, you don't just leave with friendships, but you leave with a social network. There's a lot of research that Youth Capital have done around the importance of social networks for opportunities. I myself have found that a lot of my opportunities, particularly for my business, have come from social networks where people have referred me, or people who knew me, knew the skill that I have, and could recommend me. So don't just look at your fellow program participants as just that. Think of them as your future social network, because that is something that you might be able to leverage in the future, post the program.
Advice that I can give anyone who's going to be part of SEF. As a team leader, there's a certain amount that they pay you. As a participant, there's a certain amount that they pay you. But you just need a high discipline. Normally what I do when I was under SEF, when I get paid every month, I make sure that I buy enough seeds. I buy more chemicals. I buy enough fertilizer. Sometimes I use organic. I will save money for the period of roughly 4 months. I make sure into my salary, maybe I'll just take 500 and give it to my family and see what they can top up. And the rest of the money, I take it to the business. I save the money to the business. Today, where I am, it's because of I took that stipend and use it properly, because I wanted to become a better person. I wanted to show the other generation that, you know what, it's possible, you can do better. Yeah, take that money for the stipend and use it wisely, because the only thing that I can tell you, once that program it's no longer available on your site, you're going to scrap your head and say, I used to have so much monthly, but what have I done? Because some, we take the money, we entertain ourselves with that money, forgetting that this is not a permanent job. So I think we need to take this thing as a learning curve, as something that into the period of 10 months or 6 months, I'm going to invest this money to myself in order that tomorrow I can become a better person.
The participants is that if they are really getting any income from the or any other programs, they must start saving the money, or they must start doing at least small business, especially small business that don't require any income. That will really help a lot, because there are those businesses that you can start that don't require any capital of money. So they can do that. And also they can use the skills that they get from the program to identify their own businesses.